Hey everyone, it's Warren with KLGadgetTV. So 2019 has got off to a great start with great smartphone announcements. We are seeing things like foldable display smartphones, punch-hole display smartphones, and I believe there's going to be a lot of crazy display tech this year on smartphones, and probably 5G is going to be a hype as well. But this doesn't mean that last year's devices are just going away, because upcoming devices like Huawei's P30 and the Samsung Galaxy S10 are going to be very expensive devices, and your old phone may be screaming for retirement already. What if you didn't have too much of money to spend? Which is why today we have the OnePlus 6T McLaren Edition, and this is why I think you should still buy this phone in 2019 despite being last year's device. There's still the standard OnePlus 6T in the market, and it still works just as well. But one of the essential reasons that you will want to go for the McLaren edition of the OnePlus 6T is the packaging. Look at this packaging, it looks really beautiful. But there's more to just that. First of all, I'm going to talk about the build quality. So the OnePlus 6T already has a great build quality and aesthetic. It really feels good on hand, doesn't feel too slippery, you know, like some other metal and glass phones. The one thing that I really like about the McLaren edition of the OnePlus 6T is that OnePlus has added some nice touches to the chassis. So on the back here, you do actually find a carbon fiber-like texture here, and right on the bottom you find this papaya orange color accent that resembles the McLaren signature color. And apart from that, OnePlus has also given a carbon fiber-like hard case that protects the phone, which I really don't like to do that because this phone is really just made to use without a case. Specs-wise, OnePlus has also upgraded certain things on the OnePlus 6T McLaren Edition. Now, apart from having the usual stuff such as a Snapdragon 845 processor, a 3700 mAh battery, you get 10 gigs of RAM inside this phone. Probably even more RAM than this laptop over here. Well, it's an overkill of course for everyone, but then for the extra premium, you gotta add some extra upgraded hardware, right? But the most important upgrade that I really like is the support for the 30-watt warp charge from OnePlus. This is a really amazing charging technology that I appreciate a lot, because sometimes when I forget to charge the phone itself, when I just juice it up, it just juices up like I didn't realize it. It gets full already. That's how fast it charges. Now that's not just it. The software experience is also different from the standard OnePlus 6T, as you get this McLaren theme UI with orange fonts, and you also get a different boot screen from the standard OnePlus 6T. Unfortunately, there are things that I don't like on the OnePlus 6T McLaren Edition, just like I do on the standard OnePlus 6T. And the first thing has got to be the water drop notch. Smartphones this year are trying to destroy the notch, so this notch over here would definitely make you feel that, why am I still using a phone with a notch here? But I can tell you this is that this is definitely less obtrusive than the Huawei P20 Pros or Mate 20 Pros and even the iPhone XS Max's notch, because this doesn't obstruct content a lot and you can definitely hide it easily, and it just doesn't affect your content viewing experience on the phone a lot. The second thing that I dislike about this phone is the in-screen fingerprint reader. Though I really like this animation that it has here that is unique to the McLaren edition of the phone, but sometimes it just doesn't perform as reliable as a physical fingerprint reader. And finally, the OnePlus 6T has no headphone jack, which is a shame, you know, because if you have a headphone jack, you can easily plug in any headphones. But then, let's face it guys, a lot of phones are not going to have headphone jacks, and you're going to probably own a Bluetooth headset anyway. Now, I've talked a lot about the great stuff on the OnePlus 6T McLaren Edition, but that doesn't mean that this phone doesn't have competition, because in the same price range, you can already purchase the Huawei Mate 20 Pro and the Galaxy Note 9, which sports better features and better cameras. But the only thing that these two phones may not be able to compete is software. So the OnePlus 6T comes with Oxygen OS running on top of Android Pie. And what I really like about this is a really clean stock Android experience. It has no bloatware, runs really fast all the time, doesn't slow down. That is what OnePlus phones is all about. And OnePlus does have a community that you can submit your feedback about the phone's software experience to them, so that they can release enhancements, features and bug fixes to the phone as soon as they actually detect it. And finally, of course, you do actually get major Android OS upgrades pretty fast as soon as they are announced. The older OnePlus 3 and 3T are about to receive their Android Pie update pretty soon. Now, with all the goodies that I've mentioned above, I'm sure that the OnePlus 6T McLaren Edition will have a longer service life as opposed to other 2018 smartphones. If you have already set your eyes on this or even on the standard OnePlus 6T, go for it guys. The OnePlus 6T is definitely the phone that you should still buy in 2019. So yeah, that's all for my thoughts on the OnePlus 6T McLaren Edition. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe to KLGadgetTV for more weekly tech videos coming right up. Follow us on the usual social media channels, and I will see you in the next one.